Good afternoon. How are you, everybody? How are you? Could you please put your mobile in your pocket? Keep them in your pocket. In the pocket. Yeah. Good afternoon. This is the fifth lecture. Today is Saturday, the 19th of December 2015. So we are going to continue Unit 2, what we started last lecture, Unit 2. Today we are going to have two readings. So today we will concentrate on reading only. There is no grammar. We have vocabulary and reading. And when I say the word vocabulary, what does it mean? Vocabulary. I know it's words. Yeah, it's new words. Yeah. So when we talk about the word vocab, so sometimes they don't use the full form of the word vocabulary. They don't use this. They use vocab. So when you see vocab, it means vocabulary. In order not to use the long form of that word, like advertisement. Instead of using advertisement, what do they use? Ad. Yeah. Or it has another word which is commercial. So an ad or advertisement or commercial. Yeah? These three words have the same meaning. In this lecture, you're going to remember or revise. You know revise? Yes, revise or remember the يتذكر. Yeah? يستذكر. Yeah? You're going to remember the new words that we have in this course. And you know the meaning of the word course. Yeah? What is course? Course. Yeah, منهج. Yeah, in this course. So, this is before we start, the last part of the last lecture was talking about new words. What about the new words? So, I know we had studied this before. Just to remember this word. Now, the word make it. What does it mean? It has two meanings. Or either create something or finish doing something. Which one is to make it? Finish doing something. So it is be. Yeah. It is. I think it was homework. Yeah, I know. But just to remember these new words. Just to remember them because we're going to use them in reading 1 and 2. We are going to use these new words. So when I say make it down or make it means to finish doing something. Make it means finish doing something. The second one, freak. What does it mean, freak? Yeah? You can say strange. Yeah? Strange. Or you can say unusual. Yeah? Or you can say odd. O-double-D, odd, means strange. Yeah? So all these words are the same. Unusual, strange, odd, or freak. Number 3, what is the word? Escape. Is it an exciting adventure or a way to forget about problems? It is a way to forget about problems. So you say the last escape for me is going to Europe. The last escape for the Syrians nowadays is going to Europe. It's not an exciting adventure, it's not exciting, it's not interesting, but it is a way to forget about problems. You have problems in your country and you want to forget these problems. Some people in summer, when we were in Syria, some people in summer used to go to Latakia in summer. Well, because it's an escape. They are working hard during the year, so they need to go to Latakia just to rest, to relax. So Latakia is an escape. It was, not now. It was an escape, but nowadays it is a problem. Number 4, intense. Intense means very strong. Intense means very strong. It's not minor. It is very strong. Now, number 5, get hooked on. So this is an idiom. You know the meaning of idioms? No. Yeah? We talked about idioms in the previous lectures. Yeah? Yes, that's it. Words, 2 or 3 words, put them together and we have a new meaning. And the meaning of the idiom is different from the meaning of each word. Yes? Get hooked on. So these 3 words have one meaning. Yeah? So, get hooked on. 1, 2, 3. When we put them together, we have a new meaning. Yeah? Get hooked on. Is it get hurt while playing or become unable to stop doing something? It's like being an addict. You know addict? Addict? I am an addict to coffee. Mudmin. Yeah? See? Addict. Mudmin. What does get hooked mean? It means that you are unable to stop something, doing something. You are unable to stop doing something. You have an obsession of playing football, playing tennis, etc. So you want to practice or you want to play every day. So this means that you get or you got hooked on. Yeah? It means you are unable. You want to go every day in order to play or to do that thing that you are addict to. Number 6, decent. Does it mean excellent or average? Is it excellent or average? What did we say? It is average. Yeah? Decent, it doesn't mean excellent. It is average. متوسط. Yeah? Everyone clap. You know what the meaning of clap? Applause. Clap. Yeah? Everyone clapped and cheered. شجع حتى because of the awesome motorcycle trick. Awesome, amazing, interesting, exciting, good, nice. All these words you can use instead of awesome. Yeah? There is a controversy. I said from the beginning, please keep the mobile phones away. Keep them away, please. So there is a controversy. Controversy means disagreement. Yeah? You know agreement? When I agree with someone that we are okay together. But when we disagree, you know when we have this means the opposite. No. Agree. Now when we add this, it means the opposite. You know, we have like. We have dislike. So it means the opposite, means hate. Yeah? Dislike means hate. So when you have this in front of the verb, so it means the opposite. Yeah? Agree, disagree. Strong disagreement. Controversy means strong disagreement. One of the benefits of running is that it makes your heart stronger. Benefits means reward, or you can say merits. Merits. We have merits and demerits, like advantages, disadvantages. Sorry? Merits مزايا حسنة. the key practice is hard to accomplish. What's the meaning of accomplish? To succeed in doing something. Now, we have the word complete. يكمل, ينهي, etc. But when you finish that action or that job successfully, it means to accomplish. Successfully, you know the word successfully, بنجاح. Yes, it means to accomplish. So these are the new words. We're going to use them in the reading that we're going to have right now. Yes. Sorry? Okay, no. I can give you one, but I'll get it back at the end of this class. I'll give you one, but I'll get it back at the end of the lecture. Reading one. So we're going to have two readings. In this part, one reading, and after the break, we're going to have another reading. So reading one, an interview with Tommy Hawk. You know the meaning of interview? Meeting. You meet someone and ask him some questions. Yeah? To meet someone and to ask him or her, depends on the person, some questions. Yeah, Rula, could you read this line?
You are going to read an
imaginary skateboarder.
Before you read, write down 3 questions that you think the interview will ask Mr. Hall about his thoughts and his life.
Thank you. Now, you're going to read an imaginary interview. What's the meaning of imaginary? In English, can you explain the word in English? Not real, thank you. Not real. You know, it's imaginary. Yeah? It didn't happen in reality, but it is imaginary. تخيلية. Yeah? With Tony Hawk. This is Tony Hawk. Now, what does he do? What's his job? He is a professional skateboarder. You know, this is the board skateboarder. We talked about this game last lecture. He is a professional. You know professional? Yeah. He's specialized. مختص, محترف. Skateboard. Before we read this, write down 3 questions you think the interview will ask Mr. Hawk about his sport and his life. Can you just imagine what are the questions here? Can you just give me a question? Can you ask a question about this guy? Before you read. Why? Can you make the question?
Why did you choose this sport?
Why? You are going to ask him directly.
Why did you choose this sport?
When we ask questions, use auxiliary verbs. Why? Why did you choose this sport? Maybe. This is one of the questions. Another question. When did you start? Not started, because we have did.
You start
this game, or this game, this sport. When did you start this game? Another question. Why, when? Not only about the sport, about his life. Just imagine. Try to ask a question.
How many did you?
How many what?
How many times you play this game?
I'll say something here. How many and how much? You know the difference between those? In Arabic. when do we use how many and when do we use how much? This is not related to the course. This is something outside the course. So how many with countable? You know, we can count 1, 2, 3, etc. How much? Uncountable. Like money, sugar, rice, water, milk, etc. Yeah? So when we ask about time, we don't use how many times. We say or we use how long. How much time? No, we don't use how much time. Because here we are asking about period of time. How long have you been playing this sport or this game or this match, etc. Yeah? How long? Period of time. Should be what is it? Now, how long just let me say something. How long have you been studying English? How long have you been studying English? This mean or this question ask or mean كم المدة التي صار لك تدرس فيها لغة إنجليزية? So here we are asking about a period of time. Yeah? So this is not related to the course. This is not related. This is just to let you know how to ask questions. How often? How often? How often? You know how often? How often do you play? كم مرة? How often do you practice a week? كم مرة تتدرب في الأسبوع؟ Yeah, I think that's enough for the questions. Interview with Tony Hawk. You know, everybody knows the meaning of interview. It's a meeting between two or more people to ask questions. From Wheels on Fire magazine. You know magazine? Yes. You know, just let me say something. Wheels on Fire. This is the name of the magazine. The name of that magazine. Huh? Now, you notice here we have WOS. So instead, in order not to use the full name, they use the acronym. The acronym means using the first letter of the word, like United Nations. They use UN. This is the acronym. Using the first letter of the word. Yeah? Like Wheels, W, on, Fire, F. Now, instead of using Tony Hawk, TH. You understand now what does TH mean? It is Tony Hawk and Wheels on Fire, WOS. Wheels on Fire, look, Wheels on Fire, WOS. Now, I'll read in order to speed up the process. Wheels on Fire. Let's start with the high point of your career. Can you pick one out to share with us? Tony Hawk? Oh yes, definitely. For me, the high point came when I was traveling to France and I had to fill out a tourist information card. You know, the thing you fill out when you are entering a new country. Well, I got to write down skateboarder as my occupation. How cool. WOS, Wheels on Fire. You mean that was better than what you accomplished at the 1999 Summer X Games? You mean landing the 900? That was awesome too. but that was pure obsession, story of my life, nothing new for me there. Okay? Do you have any new words in this course? Away from obsession. We talked about obsession last time. What does obsession mean? Obsession? Last lecture? Obsession? What is an obsession? Do you remember? هاجس أو الهوى. الهاجس. Not obsessed. That one is the adjective, but here it is the noun. If you go to page 20, the previous page, job. Yeah. Let's start. Let's start with the. I just need it. I think it's clear now. We just use it without. Good. Let's start with the high point of your career. Can you pick one out to share with us? Do you have any other new words? Let's start. Let us start. Begin with the high point. It's not. No, it's completely different. Yes. You are now. Let's say that you are 20. Let's say that you are 20. No, it's not related. Now, during these 20 years, you had good times, and you had bad times. Yeah? Now, when we talk about the most enjoyable time, it means the high point. Enjoy, fun. Yes, the most enjoyable time, the most funniest thing in your life. The most enjoying thing in your life. أحلى شغلة بحياتك. Yeah? You got it? So it's not related to point and height or a mountain or something like this. It is something related to your life, the good things in your life. Of your career. Career means job. In your career means job. They are not talking about his life, but about his job as what? As a skateboarder. Yeah? The most enjoyable thing in his career. Can you pick one out? You know when we talk about look, pick, I picked it up. Yes, but what? Ruler. When we talk about pick out, this is a phrasal verb. Yes, means choose. Yes. Can you choose one to share with us? You know share?
Yes.
Facebook, share, like, comment. Can you choose one of these high points in your career to share it with us, to tell us about it? Understand that? تشاركنا بها، تحكي لنا اياها. Tell us, oh yes, definitely. What's the meaning of definitely? Of course. Yeah, of course. Definitely. Sure. You know sure? فيروس. Okay, we can continue. We can continue from the book. Of course, or you can take two. No, just we'll have time. But خليه معك عشان تركزي شوي عشان ما تشغلي بالموبايل. انا بعرف الحكي. لا لسه هون بالدرس. الدرس كثير سهل. الدرس معلش التصفيق الدرس كثير سهل. انتوا بس هيك اقرأوا الكلمات اللي اخذناها بالدرس الماضي او حتى اللي عرفتنا هلا اول درس. لاحظوا كل الكلمات موجودات. هلا يقول مثلا 50% من الكلمات بتعرفوهم و10% من الكلمات الجديده. سمعتكم 30 او 40% هي اللي بساعدكم فيها، بس راح اعطي كلمات كثير وبس. تمام؟ هذا الشيء اللي بدنا نحن نوصل لكم اياه. تمام. هذا هيك انت حفظت كلمات جديده يعني. تمام. انا وايل جيت خمن احذر يعني في دائما مصطلحات احيانا بيستخدموها. هلا دائما تسمعوا واحد انجليزي عم بيحكي دائما اول شغله بيقول لك ويل ببدا المحاضره بكلمه ويل، ما في داعي الترجمه يعني ويل حسنا كيف حسنا ما في يعني الويل مثل انت وقت تحكي بجمله بعربي واحد بيسالك سؤال تاخذ مثل هيك سوينه صغيره يعني سوينه تصغيره ثانيه عشان بس تركز سؤالك. well I think I guess هدول كلمات ما في داعي نترجمهم. أنا نسيت أجيب معي المودم تبع الإنترنت، لذلك كنت أعرض لكم هذا الفيديو ونسيت شغلات حتى ما أشتغل عندي عن هوت ما فيهم وايرلس بالهلا. ما الخبر يا ما لي خبر. كنا وصلنا عشان فرجيناك الفيديو من شوي. المودم عندي في البيت تمام. حلو. هاي التوني هوك، بس طبعا اذا بدكم تشوفوا المقطع توني هوك زي الحركه طبعا الحركه اذا بدكم تشوفوها هاي الحركه الدورتين ونص 1 2 ونص. شايفين؟ No, Tony Hawk is real, but the interview is imaginary. اللاعب هو حقيقي لاعب، لكن المقابلة كانت تخيلية. Back, the 2 minutes are over. No. We're going to finish this, please. You got it. Now, when I said skateboarding, he said, you got it. Yes, that's right. That was my PE class. PE means physical education. ذلك كان درس التدريب البدني. By that time, I was turning professional. He was kid, but by that time, he was turning professional. He started becoming professional. Yes, and starting to win prize money. Prize, wasn't it a prize? reward prize جائزة money yeah. At competition he was doing skateboarding and he was participating in competitions and he was winning money. Yeah, he was getting money. During summer vacation, wasn't it of vacation? Holiday. You know, he was at school, at summer vacation, at summer holiday, I was able to travel around to cool places. What's the name of cool? No, not nice. No, cool is بارد معتدل البرودة. Like Australia, Europe and Canada. I was able to show off some techniques. Show off يتفاخر. Some techniques, some new ways. Is that when your new style became famous? Yes. Is that when your new style became famous? Yeah, you know, a lot of other skaters have this smooth flowing style. What's the meaning of smooth? عصير. Smooth means soft. طري ناعم. Flowing. نعم smooth. Flowing style. Compared to them, what do you mean of compared to them? بالمقارنة معهم compared to them I was kind of like a robot. What do you mean of robot? Yeah. Now if you can compare Tony Hawk to the others, he was like a robot. Yeah. And I was always coming up with new tricks. خدع حيل حركات. I was coming up with new tricks and new surprises. Yes. Noura, you like basketball? Yes. Can you name a famous basketballer? No. A basketballer. Look, basketball is the game. Basketballer is the person. Huh? Can you name a basketballer? Where? In Syria, in Europe? Just name one. فراس مصري. علي ديار بكر لي. إن شاء الله شجعت وحدة. They were. And no, there is someone in America, he's very famous. Michael Jordan. Yeah. Now, Michael Jordan is a famous basketballer. Tony Hawk was famous in skateboarding. So people started calling Tony Hawk as Michael Jordan of skateboarding. كان يسموه Michael Jordan تزحلق. Yeah? So this is the meaning. So that's why. Sorry. When did they first call you Michael Jordan of skateboarding? When did they first call you Michael Jordan of skateboarding? متى؟ بدأوا I guess that was back in 95. When was that? 95. Yeah. At the extreme games. What's the meaning of extreme? No, last lecture. Very dangerous. Yeah? Games. You remember that event they had on Sports Channel? That event, what is the meaning of event? Yes. Had on Sports Channel. What's the meaning of channel? Sport. Yeah. عرض على قناة التلفزيون. I don't know. Sport Channel. Yeah. That was a combination. What's the meaning of combination? No, combination. خليط مزيج. Mixture of skateboarding, you know skateboarding, BMX cycling, and rollerblading. Look, in 1995, he was participating in the extreme games. كان يشارك في الألعاب الخطرة. And that event was on Sports Channel. كان يعرض على القناة التلفزيونية الرياضية. Not only skateboarding, but skateboarding, BMX cycling, and rollerblading. You know rollerblading? Yeah, that's it. This is the rollerblading. Yeah, that's it. And this is the BMX cycling. Look. Rollerblading. Look, this is the BMX cycling. BMX. Look, this is bicycle. The bicycle, and this competition is called BMX cycling. هاي الرياضة تسمى رياضة BMX. Look, now this is one of the extreme games. هذه إحدى الألعاب الخطرة. Yeah? This is the rollerblading. Yeah, just watch. Look, this game, this sport. Look, this is rollerblading. Yeah, there are wheels. So you see a lot of people in the street doing the rollerblading. Yeah. So I was just the one who got the attention. Now, in 1995, there were extreme games, BMX, rollerblading, and skateboarding. The one who got the attention of everybody was Tony Hawk with the 900. هو الوحيد الذي لفت انتباه كل الحضور بالحركة اللي أداها اللي هي حركة التعمية. أوكي؟ attention، انتباه. That's how TV is. I guess they can only focus on the thing at a time, or only one thing at a time. I guess they can only focus on one thing at a time. Yes. Yeah. The TV is concentrating only on one thing at a time. But there were a lot of outstanding people there. Outstanding means good. Good people. Outstanding means good people there. Believe me. Now, good. Let's go back to the high point. Who can tell me what the meaning of high point? The most enjoyable part of something. الجزء الأكثر أهمية أو متعة في شيء. Now that you have looked back on your career a bit. What's the meaning of career? Job or occupation. A bit. What's the meaning of bit? A little. A little. قليلا. Was it still being able to ride skateboarder? A little. Still لا يزال. To ride skateboarder as your occupation. Job. Career. Job or career. Occupation. Occupation. Job or career. Still. Occupation has another meaning. Occupation has another meaning. Let's say that the Israeli occupation of Palestine. احتلال. Occupation. حسب سياق الجملة. قلت لك أنا معنى ثاني. هو جاي مع عمل أو وظيفة. تمام. طبيعي. Yeah, I love that. You know, there is so much controversy. What's the meaning of controversy? Disagreement. Strong disagreement. خلاف نقاش. Go back. There is so much controversy about skateboarding. هناك نقاش كثير أو خلاف عن skateboarding. Some people think it is a crime. Yes. And they don't want us to skate in public places. Public places? Yes. Yes. أماكن عامة. But I just love being able to say it's my occupation. Some people say, look, it's a crime because it might hurt yourself. ربما تؤذي نفسك. But he says, it's my occupation. Because you will hurt yourself. You will hurt yourself. My occupation and my obsession. هوى. As an occupation, it has rewarded you pretty well. Pretty well means very much. Rewarded. Gave. Yeah. Gave. Wouldn't you say? Pretty well means no, not that one is power. طاقة. Pretty well, pretty. Here it is an adverb. Verb. Pretty as an adjective means beautiful. But here it's an adverb. جدا. Pretty well. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, there were some great benefits. Great benefits. What's the meaning of benefits? No, منافع, reward. منافع, مكافأة. Along the way, like being able to buy, he was able to buy his own home. I was able to buy my own home when I was still in high school. Own home. Yes, I was able to buy my own home when I was still in high school. Why? Because he got a lot of money out of skateboarding. كان قادر على شراء منزل عندما كان في الثانوية. Why? Because in the previous stage he got a lot of money. And later after that, لاحقا, being able to buy another home out in the desert. Not in the city, in the desert. في الصحراء. So, 2 houses. And build my own skate park. No, he was able. بنى. Yes. My own. Yes. But now that I think about it, you know, what I'm really proud of accomplishing. What's the meaning of accomplish? Succeeded in doing something. Making skateboard history when you landed the 900. أنت صنعت التاريخ عندما أنجزت الحركة رقم 900. What was his answer? Noob. What is of noob? No. So when you hear noob, no. It was having Disney animators. You know Disney? Yeah, that's it. We're talking about cartoons. Mickey Mouse and these animators. Animation متحرك. Use some of my tricks in that Tarzan movie. Disney produced a movie film called Tarzan, and Tarzan was using some of the tricks of his own. Yeah? When my son watched Tarzan, now Tony is big and he has a son. When my son watched Tarzan swinging, what do you mean of swinging? يتأرجح. Yes? Swinging, يتأرجح. Through the trees, he realized that it had something to do with me. He realized, أدرك. He realized, he knew that it had something to do with me. And he thought I was awesome. Awesome? Amazing, great. Now that's the greatest feeling you can get, feeling. Greatest. This is all for the first part of the lecture. See you See you after 10 minutes. 10 minutes, only 10 minutes. 10. 1, 2, 3, 10. No, 10. 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes. You got two in the break, in the class. أنتوا أخذتوا دقيقتين. طيب 13 عن 3 نحن ما عندي شيء على خالص. ولا هيك شغال ولا طفياني؟ Welcome back to the second part of the lecture. We will continue what we started in the first part. The first reading was an interview with Tony Hawk, and here we're going to have some questions about this interview or about reading one. So the title is Reading for Main Ideas. You know, reading for main ideas. You know the meaning of main ideas? Yes. Now, write true or false for each statement. So here we have 6 statements or 6 sentences. 6 sentences. We're going to say either these sentences are true or false, depending on the reading. Depending on the reading. Now, number 1. Tony Hawk is ashamed of his occupation. Ashamed is the opposite of proud. Proud? Yes. No. Ashamed, خجلان. Yeah. Is he ashamed of his occupation? Is he ashamed of being a skateboarder? No. So this one is false. 2. He wants all his skateboard tricks to be perfect. He wants, come in? Okay. He wants all his skateboard tricks to be perfect. What's the meaning of tricks? Yes, perfect, complete. Yes, he wants all the movements or the tricks that he is doing to be perfect, to be complete. Yeah, this is true. His classmates, what's the meaning of classmates? Yeah, colleagues. Colleagues. No, he is your classmate. She is your classmate. Classmate. Yeah. His classmates liked him because of his skateboarding ability. Classmates. Was this mentioned in the reading? It was not mentioned. It was not mentioned. But can you guess? Can you predict? بيكون تحذروا were they proud or were they did they like him or not because of his ability? It's not mentioned. It was not mentioned in the reading. لم تذكر في النص. But in your opinion, what do you say? Was he liked or not? He was skinny. He was skinny, you know, skinny, and he was wearing baggy clothes. So they were criticizing him. So this is false. His parents thought that skateboarding was a waste of time. Waste of time. What do you mean of waste of time? You know time? Waste. No. No, you have money, you waste it. Yes. إضاعة وقت. His parents thought that skateboarding was a waste of time. False. Why? Because they supported him and he even skated at home or in his house. He had a smooth and flowing style. Smooth. ناعم. So, true. He got. Earned means won or got. He earned كسبت a lot of money before age of 25. Yes. He got 2 houses when he was in the high school. Reading for details. That was for the main ideas, but this one for details. Write 1 sentence answers to the questions. Then compare answers with a partner. What did Tony Hawk accomplish at the 1999 Summer X Games? What did he accomplish? Shall we say he landed the 900? much time did he spend? Okay, so even you can say how long. Yeah. So we say he spent 13 years. When did he begin skateboarding? When he was 10. Where did he learn to ride a skateboard? Where? At what is skate park? What kind of problem did he have in school? He was weird and skinny. Weird, strange. The last one, who saw Tony's trick in a Tarzan movie? His son. So write down just his son. No? His son. And skinny. S-K-I-N-N-Y. S-K. His son. S-O-N. So, before we start reading too, in the exam you will have a passage and we have questions. Passage, questions. So please, I need full answers. Not only his son. I need the full answer. Yeah? The full answer. الإجابة بالكامل. The subject, the verb, and the answer or the rest of the time.
The last question, you were
Because
say his son.
yeah. No, his son saw him at Tarzan or in because if you use see, so this is a mistake. The question is in the past, so the answer is in the past too. Yeah? Pay attention. Yeah, I just gave you the main ideas and you complete. This is reading 2. Reading 2. High school star hospitalized for eating disorder. High school, secondary school. Star, Yildiz. Star, hospitalized. Now the word hospital. Yeah. The verb is hospitalized. No. Taken to hospital. To take someone to a hospital because he is sick is to hospitalize. No, يأخذه للمشفى. ينقل للمشفى. Why? For eating disorder. Disorder means problem. Eating طعام أو أكل. لمشكلة eating. For eating disorder. لمشكلة غذائية. Yeah? Not تسمم, not poison. مشكلة. Got it now? Read the following newspaper article. Yeah? About a high school gymnast. Gymnast No. جمباز. لاعب جمباز. High school star hospitalized for eating disorder. This is the title. Sierra High School gymnast. Sierra High School gymnast. Ashley Linderman. This is the name of the high school and this is the name of the gymnast. Yeah? Was hospitalized. Tuesday. No. For complications, problems. Yeah? Related to anorexia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa. I'll just show you something on Google. Anorexia nervosa is a problem, yeah, in which a person doesn't have the appetite شهية, yeah, to eat. So anorexia nervosa means you lose the appetite to eat. Yeah, I'll show you the pictures. So the person lose weight and he turns to be skinny. Yeah? So he doesn't eat. He doesn't have the obsession to eat. Why? Because he is thinking of something. Now, maybe this is a funny story, but if you see someone losing weight, yeah, you ask him, what's up, what's the problem? Yeah, maybe he is concerned, or she has a problem with someone, or he has a problem with someone, so he is losing the appetite to eat. That's why he is called anorexic, or he has anorexia nervosa. So maybe when you hear anorexia nervosa, it's something strange, something new, but it is فقدان الشهية. Yeah? And if you see now the pictures, you will see. So excuse me if the pictures are not suitable, but this is what we have. So, sorry for, but this one, like he is. Look at this guy. He is losing weight. He is losing weight. That's why it's called anorexia nervosa. Like look at this guy. Yeah. So that's why that's called anorexia nervosa. Yeah. فقدان الشهية. I said excuse me for the pictures, but this is what I want just to show you. So, Ashley Linderman was hospitalized Tuesday for complications related to anorexia nervosa. So what's the meaning of anorexia nervosa? فقدان الشهية. Losing appetite to food or to eat. Her coach. What's the meaning of coach? مدرب. Now if you have football team and we have the coach, her coach Diane Coyle said that she will not be returning to the gymnastics team this season. Was it next season? Now when we talk about spring, winter, we say fasal. But when we are talking about sports, موسم. Yeah? This season, هذا الموسم. Related? متعلقة. It's really a loss. Now, she is not able to return to do gymnastics this season, and this is a loss. Not only to the team, but but also to Ashley personally. To Ashley personally. Not only to the team, but also to herself. Says coil. Who's coil? Okay. I'm sorry. But she had hopes. Amal. She had hopes of qualifying for the Olympics. Now, what is of qualifying? There are some football teams playing in order to go to the World Cup. حتى يذهبوا إلى كأس العالم. So these matches are called qualifying. تأهل. She had hope of qualifying. لديها آمال for the Olympics. You know the Olympics? Yeah, we have these Olympics are held every 4 years. But her health comes first. Her health comes first. الصحة تأتي. Yeah. Of course. Once she is better, when she gets better, I'm sure she can get back into the sport and go for the gold. Once she gets better, I'm sure, the coach said, I am sure that she can get back into the sport and go for the medal or go for the gold. Yes. Dr. Paula King. Now, we are in the hospital. Yeah? Director of Eating Disorders Clinic at Baldwin's Hospital. What's the name of director? What's the name of director? Director. مشرف. مدير. مشرف. Director of disorder or eating disorders. مشرف أو مدير العيادة. الغذائية. مدير عيادة المشاكل الأمراض الغذائية at Baldwin Hospital في مشفى Baldwin. Explains that it is unusual for athletes. What do you mean of athletes? Athletes, yes. It's unusual for athletes, especially gymnasts, to become obsessed with their weight. Yes. خصوصا gymnasts to become obsessed, yes, with their weight. You know, the gymnasts need to be thin, so they are obsessed with their weight. Yes? Wait. Wasn't. One reason for this is that in gymnastics, the larger the body, the more skillfully it can perform. Who smokes here? Who smokes? No. Who smokes? You smoke? You have a pocket? The pocket? No. Sometimes on the pocket they write light. Yes, that's it. خفيف. Light. Please, take it. So they say that lighter the body, كلما كان الجسم أخفا, the more skillfully it can perform. فإنه يؤدي بمهارة أكثر. Especially in gymnastics, not in basketball. Yeah? The larger the body, because big bodies cannot perform skillfully. Cannot. But the larger the body, the more skillfully it can perform. She explains that an obsession with weight can lead to extreme dieting. Obsession with weight يؤدي to extreme dieting. Extreme, very dangerous. Yeah, dangerous dieting. Diet حمية. diet. Now she explains, the doctor explains, an obsession with weight, if you are thinking of your weight, this can lead to extreme dieting. Now, if someone is like 100 kilograms, so he is thinking of weight all the time. So this causes him to be on diet. I will be on diet all the time. I'll be on diet. He is not going to eat sugar. He is not going to eat meat. He is not going to eat protein. Which affects not only the body but the mind. Why? Because he is thinking all the time, I am overweight. I cannot go to the swimming pool. يسبب. Yeah? Because now he is thinking all the time. He's not only affecting the body but also the mind. Yeah? For the anorexic. Now back to anorexia nervosa. This is the illness. What is the meaning of illness? المرض. Anorexic is the person. No, anorexia nervosa فقدان الشهية. فاقد الشهية. For the anorexic, the mental related to the mind, الذهني أو العقلي. The mental focus التركيز الذهني becomes very small. Sorry? No, the focus. Yes, sir. The mental related to the mind, العقلي أو الذهني. No, the mental focus becomes very small. Why he is thinking of food and weight. If I ate food, I will become overweight. If I didn't eat food, I will become thin or skinny. So he doesn't think of going to the park. He doesn't think of going studying. He only thinks of food and weight. Food, overweight. Not food, skinny. Yes? The focus is only on food and weight. In a way, it's easy to see how this helps the anorexic manage the fear of living in the big, uncontrollable world out there. In a way, it's easy. What do you mean of easy? Simple to see how this helps the anorexic manage the fear خوف of living in the big uncontrollable world. Fear خوف في العالم الكبير الغير منضبط أو الغير مسيطر عليه. You may not be able to control how other people feel about you. Now, you are anorexic, you are skinny, hello, you are anorexic, skinny. You might not be able to control how other people feel about you. Now, if this one, you look at him, he's skinny, someone he is skinny, so you cannot control the people. You cannot tell the people, I am not eating in order not to be overweight. Overweight, overweight wasn't there. Yeah? You cannot control how other people feel, but you can control what you put in your mouth. Now, I am anorexic, and you are looking at me. Look, he's skinny, he is not eating. I cannot control what you say, but I can control what to put in my mouth. I can't put anything. I control that, but I cannot stop you from talking against me or about me. You can also control how many hours you spend at the gym. I can go only 2 hours or 3 hours, or you can also control how many hours you spend. No, not spend. تمضي. Soon you get hooked on controlling your weight. What's the meaning of get hooked on? Cannot stop doing something. تتعلق تدمن. Cannot stop doing something. Now, high school what's the name of counselor? When you were at high school, there was a teacher just to sit and listen to your problems. Yes. Murshida. Yes. High school counselor, a teacher who sits and listen to the problems and just speak about your problems. Counselor Lisa Rodriguez has expressed concern that Linderman's illness is related to pressure. What's the new words? What are the new words here? Rula. Express. It's not coffee. Express. Say. عبرت. Concern. عن قلقها. That Linderman, the gymnast Linderman's illness is related to pressure. Pressure. ضغط. مرض ليندرمان يرجع إلى الضغط. سبب مرضها هو الضغط. Why? There is an enormous amount. What do you mean enormous? Big. amount كمية of pressure that goes along with training for the Olympics. Now, if I told you that you're going to play in the Olympics, so what do? You will train, you will exercise, you will practice all the time. Yeah? And this makes pressure on you. Yeah? She says, I know that she comes from an athletic family. عائلة تلعب ألعاب القوى. I think that's why she felt shamed. She had to accomplish so much in sports. To finish something successfully. Yes, to ingest. Now, if your father is a doctor, you want to do good or better at high school in order to be a doctor. Why? Because your father is a doctor. Her father is an athlete. So, she's going to the Olympics, so she had to practice a lot. Because her father or her mother is an athlete too. So she wants to accomplish so much in sports. Also, when you talk about the Olympics, You are talking about being the best of the best. الأفضل. Now, if I tell you that there is a competition here, who gets first will get, let's say, 1 Turkish lira. Yeah? If there is a competition here, and who gets first, he will get a prize. Yeah? If you are playing at the Olympics, you will get a gold medal, and you will be on TV, and you will be famous. That's why she was practicing a lot. And this practice made a lot of pressure on her. And she wants to be a good or the best of the best in the gymnast. So she was not eating. She was not eating. That's why she got anorexia. I think that added to Ashley's feeling of pressure. Since joining the Sierra High gymnast, from the beginning, when I talked about Sierra High gymnast, it is the school. High gymnastics team at sophomore. Now, you are first year student. You are first year student. Yeah? So you are called fresh students. Wasn't of fresh students? مستجد. Yeah? Fresh? Yes. When you move to the second year, you are called sophomore student. طالب سنة ثانية. Sophomore means a second year student. A second year student. طالب جامعة سنة ثانية. Take mine. أجل. Sophomore means a second year university student. 2 years ago, Ashley has broken all the school records and led the team to 3 regional championships. When she was second year student 2 years ago, she broke all the records. Now, look, break a record. Now, you know this competition, the 100 meters? Yes, that's it. If you are running here from here to here in 10 seconds, if someone comes and runs in 10 seconds, so this means that he breaks the record. Yes. So she has broken all the school records. She has broken all the school records and led the team to 3 regional championships. Yes. إقليمية. Regional إقليمية. Coach. What do you mean of coach? Yeah. Colin said, as soon as I met Ashley, I could tell right away that she was obsessed with the sport. The first time I saw her, I said that she is obsessed in sport. The first time, yes, I met her, I could tell right away that she was obsessed with sport. Clear? And that's not the kind of athlete that you have to push. Now, yes, if you are the coach and you have an average athlete, so you push him, please train, please do this, please do this. But she is good. She's not the kind of athlete to push. Yeah. Sure. Now, my goal with Ashley was to try and help her have more a balanced life. Now, this is the coach, and these are the players. This is Ashley. The terms for this: train, run, do, go, etc. But for Ashley, she doesn't tell her these things. Why? Because she is very good. But she tries to help her to have more a balanced life. Yeah, balance, متوازن. I talked to her about how she was doing in her classes. Yeah? What she might want to study in college. She was just listening to her and talking to her. She was not telling her, go and practice. No, she was listening to her. How about school? What did you do in school? What do you want to do when you graduate? So she was just listening to her and telling her about the classes and about the college. She was not teaching her how to do the gymnastics because she is a very good gymnast. I also told her and all the members on the team to take at least 1 or 2 days a week just to let their bodies rest. Relax. I told her to take 1 or 2 days a week. She was practicing all the week. She was practicing. So she came to her, please, you are doing well. Take 1 day or 2 days a week to rest. Don't practice all the week because this will make a lot of pressure on you. I know there's some controversy. What's the meaning of controversy? Controversy. Disagreement. Disagreement. نقاش خلاف about her situation. But all I can say is that I am very, very sorry that Ashley got sick. In our culture, if someone got sick and went to hospital, we say, عليه العافية. الحمد لله على السلامة. But
I'm sorry.
Because she is sick. And even if someone dies, they say, I'm sorry. What did you do for him? You didn't do anything. Why are you sorry? I'm sorry. Yeah? This is in their culture. But in our culture, Allah yarhamu. You know RIP? No, rest in peace. Rest in peace. نم قرير العين ارقد بسلام. RIP. هذول على شهادة القبر. RIP. Current concern. You know Ban Ki-moon? Yeah, he's always concerned. Yeah, this is concern. Current is the coach. Current concern for Linderman, the gymnast, health is shared by her teammates. Now, Current said she is sorry. Also, the teammates are sorry for her that she has got sick. Yeah? And friends, some of them recall. What's the meaning of recall? Remember. How that tiny means very small. Tiny means very small. How the tiny gymnastic star, she is a gymnast and she is tiny. Yes, worked out at the health club in addition to hours of regular practice with the team. Worked out at the health club. She worked at the health club in addition. So she was working in a health club in addition to the practice hours. She was practicing and she was working in a health club with the team. They describe how the walls of her bedroom are covered with photos of Olympic winners. Yes. Now, if you like an artist or a singer or someone, you have photos on the wall. Like this is the wall. You have a photo like this, a photo like this. You put photos. Now she put photos of the Olympic winners on her wall. Yeah? Mary Lowe Written, this is a name. Nadia Kumasi, we talked about Nadia last time, to name a few. Linderman, who currently weighs, what's the name of weight? Weight, this is a noun. Weigh, this is a verb. Yes, currently weighs only 72 pounds, 32.6 kilograms. She is only 32 kilograms. Is expected to remain in the hospital for at least few months. Remain, wasn't of remain? Stay. Remain, wasn't of remain or stay? Yeah, in the hospital for at least few months. Not yet. This is the last exercise for today. The last one. Please pay attention. We're going to finish in 2 minutes. Circle the best answer to complete the statement below. Circle like this the best answer to complete the statements below. Ashley's coach hopes that she will leave the hospital and focus on her health or join the Olympic team. Yeah, it's up to you. But she said that health comes first. Focus on her health. Anorexia nervosa is an obsession with exercise or weight. One reason for becoming anorexic is that it gives you a feeling of more control or a mental focus. Sorry? Mental related to the mind. One reason for becoming anorexic is that it gives you a feeling of mental focus or more control. What do you say? Mental focus. Just food and weight. Some of the pressure in Ashley's life was because she wanted to to be the best gymnast in her high school or country. She wanted to be the best in her school or in her country. The best of the best, but in her country. Before she went to the hospital, her coach had been pushing her to focus on gymnastics less or more? Less. Yeah. Yes. This is the end of lecture 5. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you next Saturday. But please, I'll ask you to prepare all or to memorize all the new words. See.